I've friends that are Jews and just very impacted by, even this week with 4 hostages coming back dead. I think it was one guy and a mom and 2 kids, and just don't understand.
Sorry, there was hostages that came back, but they were
dead already. They'd been killed
a while ago.
Yeah. I don't know how
but
long.
They gave them back.
They give the bodies back. Israel will go, I think they traded like 50 live terrorists or people that were in jail for just bodies. Like it's
just so families can have closure.
Yeah, like Israelis will always get their people back, no matter what. They will go.
Okay, burial's important, or closure, or what?
Closure. They just say these are ours, but they just cannot understand the why, and there is no explanation except for that we're totally depraved, and broken, and it's only by grace that we're not all like that, right? Yeah. We're much closer to the heart of Hitler than we are the heart of Christ.
Yeah.
And if you don't understand it, then you can't. What do you do? Like you're stuck.
Yeah, you're in trouble. Yeah, and that's what's interesting about so many people that know so much about the Bible but don't understand that concept. So they live in this very weird space of being of really struggling, right? Yes. It's just like, hey, they're still trying to do the justice thing. It's like, you should understand.
If justice was really done,
we're in deep trouble. We're in deep trouble, right?
Yes.
So yeah, interesting concept. Anyway, so I read those books, and that was awesome. And
to go back to the first book where you said the guy left his faith.
Yeah.
I find that a lot of people leave their faith because their questions aren't answered in the church, where they're just basically told that you just need to have faith, even though and they don't give any reasons at all. Which, I mean, there's an element of where you can't fully understand everything, but I feel like we talked about in the Church Hurt episode I did with Matt Shantz, where there's just like no reasoning at all, or where parents were just really badly modeled Christianity, and that's when kids leave.
Yeah, he didn't allude to anything to do with his parents. I felt, and there again, I mean, I read the book quickly. I mean, I wouldn't want to be misquoting the guy, but it was way more that thing. It felt like to me that experience, and I had a conversation very recently with another doctor that I just met through a group of friends, great guy, and just kind of had grown up in a very similar home to ours, and then just got into medical school and just got into the theory space, and I don't know if it's that. There again, this guy, I don't know. The guy who I met the other day, he didn't give me great detail. But I also wonder if like doctors are probably the epitome of well-respected people in our community. I don't know if that's a fair statement, but to some degree, right? Like they're literally saving lives. And even the cool thing about this book too was like he shared all of it. He shared about his brokenness as a doctor, his shortcomings, like talked about really challenging things that most people, if they were still a doctor today, wouldn't have the courage probably to say, but he was done, right? Like he was dying. And so he wrote this book literally when he finally realized that the cancer was back. He put the last bit of energy left in his life. And it was special too, because he had just had a baby, like him and his wife. And anyways, I'm sharing the whole book now, but definitely worth a read. Okay. But yeah, that concept of kind of, the other thing I'm thinking as you're sharing, I don't know if you remember, if you were at the sermon where Matt did on the beginning of February, like really, really explained the gospel really well and talked about, just how dead we are in our own sin and how the Spirit needs to move in our hearts. And so like there is that piece of it, right? And I guess it's the old, Yeah, I
had a conversation with a guy who actually listens a couple of weeks ago about this, about he was thinking there was actually another way, not Arminianism, not Calvinism.
Oh, he thought there was a third way. I'm sure there is.
And basically trying to figure it out. And I don't have the answers, but it's,
the thing is, so I was reading through the book of John the other day in the morning, and there's like, you can literally just like, everything I read through the lens of like even our conversations here, right, in the Bible. And I'm reading through the lens of all the people that I know that have such a strong opinion based on one side or the other. Right. And, like for instance, on I mean, I hate the term Armenian Calvinism because there's just such stereotypes.
I'm having our Salvation Army pastor buddy coming on.
Okay, great. That'll be great.
Armenian.
Yeah. Is he an Armenian? Not by choice anyways. He will be entertaining. But I think that there again, it's like, if you're worried about those things, you don't even get it. Like, why would you be worried about that? Like, where's like,
well, I mean,
other than in the sense of like, yeah, you would worry about what are your children being taught or what are being taught. But like if you're not a believer, like, it's not the issue. So.
And also when you're But I think it is a stumbling block for a lot of people, where they feel stuck in that spot.
Stuck
But ultimately,
in a dark spot. Yeah, it's really sad.
You're not saved. The reason you're not saved is because you don't want Jesus. There's no excuse.
Yeah. Another thing I put in the show notes was that Saudi Arabia. I don't know if you saw that.
I did. I have a question before Saudi Arabia.
Oh, go ahead.
Were you relaxed? Like, did you relax in Mexico? Like, was it good? Like, you live a pretty busy life. You have a lot of kids. Like, did you come back and feel more energized? Does Marie feel way better? Or was it just like,
I like the heat. I mean, I don't know. Did I relax?
Hey guys, if you enjoyed that episode and were blessed by it, would you be willing to support the show? That would help a lot in creating more content, improving the quality of the content, bringing the production value, getting more guests on, and me being able to spend more time and energy towards it. So if you're interested in doing that, you can click up here and it'll take you to a support page. But you can also subscribe to the podcast by clicking over here and doing that. Thanks again for listening, and I'll catch you on the next one.